Someone cracks a joke about a guy's downstairs situation, and suddenly he's red in the face, defensively angry, or shutting down completely. But make a comment about a woman's chest size? Most of the time, it's just, yeah, whatever, or maybe a sarcastic comeback. Why the nuclear level difference in reaction? It's not about the body parts. It's about what society decided to weaponize. Society handed men a single tiny target and said, this is everything you are. For guys, penis size became this insane all in one package deal. Your masculinity, your sexual prowess, your dominance, your entire worth as a man, all wrapped up in one measurement. It's like society took a Sharpie, drew a bullseye on one specific body part, and said, hit this, and you're a complete failure as a human. So when someone says small, they're not just commenting on anatomy. In that moment, it feels like they're saying, you're weak. You can't satisfy anyone. You're not a real man. You lose at life. That's why guys panic, because culturally, that one word threatens their entire identity. But breasts? They're more like accessory features. Society treats breast size like having nice eyebrows or long legs. It's aesthetic. It's one feature among dozens, but it's not carrying the weight of your entire gender identity on its shoulders. Nobody's out here saying flat chest means you fail at being a woman, or small boobs mean you can't function. It's just a body characteristic. And here's the kicker. Guys are operating in complete darkness, while women have been looking at reality since day one. Think about it. When do guys ever see other guys naked? Basically never, unless you're in a locker room quickly changing and deliberately not looking. So what are guys comparing themselves to? Porn actors who are literally selected for being abnormally large? Fantasy? Exaggerated locker room talk? It's like trying to figure out if you're tall or short when you've never actually stood next to another person. You just have to imagine it, and anxiety fills in the blanks with worst-case scenarios. Meanwhile, women have been seeing diverse body types their entire lives. School locker rooms, public pools, clothing stores, beaches, everywhere. By age 15, most girls have already internalized that bodies come in 1,000 different shapes, and that's completely normal. Seeing real variety kills the monster under the bed. The language tells you everything. Calling a guy small is verbal napalm. It's one of the harshest insults you can throw. But flat-chested? Some women make peace with it, joke about it, even embrace it. Fashion sometimes celebrates it. The phrase doesn't carry the same psychological payload because society didn't load it with "you're worthless" ammunition. Plus, women's insecurities are spread out. Men's are laser-focused on one spot. Women deal with pressure about weight, skin, hair, face shape, thigh gaps, belly fat. The anxiety gets distributed across multiple areas. It sucks, but at least it's not all concentrated in one devastating point. For guys, it's like all their body insecurity got compressed into one high-pressure zone. Touch it once, and the whole thing explodes. So how do you defuse the bomb? Studies actually show that sexual satisfaction is way more strongly correlated with communication skills, emotional connection, and technique than with anatomy. But most guys don't know that because society's been screaming the opposite message their entire lives. Let's fix that. 1. Break the mental chains. Size, worth. Start repeating this like a mantra. Your dick size is not your value. Your dick size is not your ability. It's just one body part. You don't judge your entire worth based on your elbow shape or toe length, right? Same logic applies here. Real sexual connection comes from paying attention, communicating, being present, and giving a damn about your partner's experience. All of that is learnable. Size isn't. Daily practice, every time you catch yourself spiraling into size anxiety, literally stop and list 3 things you're actually good at, in bed or otherwise. Rewire the neural pathway. 2. Steal the insult's power through exposure. This is straight up psychological exposure therapy. The more you face something in low-stakes situations, the less it terrifies you in high-stakes ones. Start small. Make a self-deprecating joke with a close friend you trust. Watch comedy that pokes fun at the topic. Read real discussions where people talk openly about body diversity. The goal isn't to enjoy being insulted, it's to practice not crumbling when the topic comes up. Think of it like getting a vaccine. Small, controlled exposure builds immunity, so the real thing can't destroy you. 3. Get some reality checks to kill the imagination monster. Anxiety loves darkness and mystery. Shine a light on it. Look up actual medical data on average sizes. Spoiler, most guys are way more average than they think. Check out educational resources about real body diversity. Not porn, not Instagram, but actual science. You'll probably discover that what you've been imagining as small or inadequate is literally just normal human variation. Real world practice. Next time you're at a doctor's office or reading health information, pay attention to how casually medical professionals treat these measurements. To them, it's just data, like blood pressure or height, not a moral judgment. 4. Build a multi-layered self-worth fortress. If your entire sense of value is balanced on one body part, yeah, you're going to be fragile as hell. That's like building a house on a single wobbly stick. Diversify your self-esteem portfolio. Get good at a skill. Develop your career. Build meaningful friendships. Get into a hobby you actually care about. Train your body for strength or endurance. Cultivate your sense of humor. When you have 10 strong pillars holding up your self-worth, someone kicking one of them doesn't bring the whole structure down. Weekly challenge. Pick one new thing to get better at this month. Literally anything. Cooking, playing guitar, learning a language, getting stronger. Watch how it shifts your internal sense of I'm capable. 5. Have the actual conversation with your partner. If you're in a relationship, try this script. Hey, I realized I've been carrying a lot of anxiety about this topic. Can we talk about what actually matters to you in our intimate life? You'll probably discover that the thing keeping you up at night barely registers for them, or they care way more about emotional presence, communication, and effort than anatomy. That reality check is powerful. Studies in relationship psychology consistently show that perceived partner responsiveness and emotional attunement predict sexual satisfaction way better than any physical characteristic. But you won't believe that until you hear it directly from someone who matters to you. The truth nobody tells you. The pain isn't coming from your body. It's coming from the story society told you about your body. That story says, this one measurement determines everything. But that story is bullshit. Your worth isn't between your legs. It never was. Society just convinced you it because, honestly, because controlling men through shame and insecurity is an easy way to sell products, maintain hierarchies, and keep people anxious. You don't have to keep carrying that burden. Put it down. You're not defined by a single body part. You're a full, complex human being with skills, personality, values, relationships, and the capacity to grow. That's what actually matters. So next time someone tries to hit that target society painted on you, let the arrow bounce off. Because you're so much more than that one tiny bullseye.